piece of rolling stock on your model railway that just seems to derail, particularly when going over points like this Hornby four-wheeled coach in Southern Railways green. Now this coach always derails when I reverse it over a point at slow speed. Let me show you what I mean. Today's locomotive for this train is going to be this rather nice bright blue class 86. Okay, so there it goes. Let me bring it around here and show you what's going on here with this locomotive. So here comes the coach. Did you see that? It has derailed. Let's take it back. Yes, it looks a rather sorry sight, doesn't it? So let's find out why this is, shall we? And I already know the reason. It's that the wheels are out of gauge. Now, if we look at train track of any kind, for example, the wheels need to sit just inside the rails, the flanges that is, so that the wheels themselves ride on the rails. If your flanges are too out, they're going to jump the rails or just not simply go on the rails. And if they are too narrow, that is the wheels are too far in, your rolling stock is going to end up riding on the sleepers, or in this case missing points. Now for 00/HO gauge, I did a bit of research and the standard wheel spacing seems to be 14.4 millimeters or 14.5 millimeters. Many say that 14.4 millimeters gives a better riding characteristic, especially when you've got tighter curves. So that is, I think, what I'm going to try and endeavor to get with my trains. So how do we check that? Well, it's very simple with one of these, an electronic digital caliper. Well, you can get analog ones as well. This one I got it from Daraz, which is basically Alibaba, delivered to my doorstep for less than 1,500 Sri Lankan rupees. So that's basically less than $5 for you there. Switch it on. You can see it reads, and if I just move it, you can see it's giving me a fairly well, what I hope to be a fairly accurate reading, but it's sufficient for our purpose. So shall we measure the wheels of that coach and see what's up with it? Okay, so here's the coach, here's the caliper. Now we want to use the inside edge, which is that bit of the caliper, to measure the distance. So what we do is we just place it there and pull it until it's firm. Okay, so that wheel is 14.5. Slightly, yes, okay. I guess I could adjust that a bit, or just keep it as it is for now. Let me get the caliper back in. Yes, 14.5. Let's check the other wheel, shall we? Here we go. Are you ready? Let's see what we've got here. Oh, that's nasty. 13.7, 13.9 now that I'm pushing it. 13.7 to 13.9. Now you can see why it was derailing, because when it went over the point frog, it reached the section where there is a brief break in the rails and jumped the track. So how do we correct this? Well, what we do is just first get the caliper out of the way again there. Oh, why is my caliper stopped working? Well, these things have fiddly battery compartments sometimes. Well, there we are. This seems to be a bit problematic. I'm not at all pleased with that. Let's zero it. Zeroing done. Put the battery compartment lid back. Yes. That's the thing when you buy these cheap things from unknown vendors. They aren't exactly what they cracked up to be. The caliper seems to have stopped working. Oh, I see what the problem is. Battery compartment wars. Okay, there we go. It's working again. Let's just switch it on and let's zero it. Okay, it's zeroed. Let's put it aside, or actually let's check which wheel again was the problem wheel. That wheel. So now, because I've got metal wheels on metal axles with a little plastic spacer in between them, I can manually just slightly pull the wheels out like that to adjust them. And then of course we must verify that we have made the correct adjustment. You can see it's 14 now, so you can see it's not a very easy thing to adjust. I just felt something give there, which means that we probably got a bit more adjustment. 14.2, 14.3. okay, I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Now if you've got plastic wheels, one piece plastic wheels, well then you're out of luck, aren't you? You've got to buy new wheels. So if you've got these kind of metal wheels on a metal axle with some plastic bits in between the wheel and the axle, you can do a bit of sliding of the wheels and adjusting them. So let's just verify things once more, shall we? Okay, let me get my caliper again. 14.3 there, and over here we've got 14.6. no, that can't be right. Let's slightly bring the wheels in just a smidge. Okay, now I'm getting 14.3 there as well. So 14.3 there, 14.3 there. Let's just rotate the wheels by hand a bit. Next, let's just put things on the track, let's just see things rolling by hand before the point was not set. That was my error. Okay, I just gone and coupled up the train. So are you ready? Let's back this thing up once again, set all the points, giving power to the loco. Have we got this right? Yes, we have. Let me take it out of the siding and do that one more time just to show you that things have indeed worked. And let's do it even slower now. Turning up the controller and let's see how it will go. Give it a little more juice. And there we are. So if you've got rolling stock that's derailing, particularly on points, you now know what the issue is. Let's just get this train back out of the way. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like, give me a subscribe, but most importantly, get yourself one of these if you've got a fairly comprehensive collection of model trains, because well, wheels do go out of whack, so to speak. I've never messed with that carriage before, but I had an inkling what the problem was. So I guess, yeah, when you run your rolling stock a lot, this kind of thing tends to happen. That carriage has been run a lot. It sees service on many trains on my model railway. So there you are. Derailing problem solved. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.